Hello, beautiful collective. It's been a little while since I dropped in with you guys. And I wanted to share with you a tarot reading for this new cycle, this new moon cycle. We just had a new moon in Gemini. And, it's really lovely because I chose, right before I hit that record button, I wanted to pick a card from the Wild Unknown Archetypes. Just kind of open up the energy, and this card Aletheia came through, and it is so Gemini, you know, like the polarity, the yin, the yang. Gemini is a sign of both energies, both masculine and feminine energies, very yin yang. So two sides, you know, most of the time that's something that is talked about a lot with the energy of Gemini, is the two faces, the two sides. Most of the time, those two energies, those two sides talk about, you know, Gemini having an energy that they express into the out, you know, like express outwardly, and then another energy that they are kind of like keeping to themselves, okay? So Aletheia is the energy of truth. Okay, I'm going to read to you from the book just so that this book is really amazing. Highly recommend the Wild Unknown Kim Krantz collection of cards. So here we go. Our soul recognizes the truth. When someone speaks it, a cool wave of relief washes over the room, and all the facts and figures in the world fall by the wayside. Such is the power of Aletheia. It has an undeniable resonance that goes beyond the rational. We can also recognize Aletheia by its contagiousness. When we hear someone speak the truth, we see the truth within ourselves and are more likely to tell our own story. The Aletheia card requires us to step toward an act of truth. This might look like a conversation, a gesture, a poetic act, or a ritual that honors the unveiling of what's been concealed. Reclaiming your own truth is a way to reclaim your vital energy, health, and a sense of belonging in the world. Truth has its own wings. Set it free. When light, clarity, revelation, disclosure. When dark, distortions, gaslighting, excuses. To go deeper, the goddesses Ma'at and Veritas. Picasso said, "We all know that art is not truth. Art is a lie that makes us realize truth, at least the truth that is given us to understand." It is said that the resonance of our voice changes when we speak a falsity. In this light, practice seeing truth as a vibration. Whoa. Okay, so that's a really strong energy. This is the last card of the archetypes, okay? So it's really an air of like completion as well, I feel like. A complete journey of the self, realizing the truth of who you are and the truth of what you want, the truth of what you want to, bring into this world, create. So we're working with revelation energy. We're working with truth energy in this new moon cycle, okay? So discovering the self, expressing the true self. That is so Gemini too, by the way. You know, it's just like I was talking about those two sides, and like having one side that we express outwardly and one that we conceal. And I think it's time for us, you know, as a collective, to begin to reveal those sides of us that we keep, you know, in the shadow, in the dark, because that's where that true potential lies. Interesting. Based on that, I was like not sure if I should even use these cards. Oh, screw it. I'm just going to use these cards. Let's trust the process here. Angel guides, healing guides, channeling guides, please help me to be a vessel for messages that are in alignment for this collective. Help me to give them clear guidance, perspectives, and clarity on whatever it is that they need. And help me to get out of the way so I can just be a clear channel here. All right. Okay, collective, let's get into it. Let me pick a card. First, I'm going to pick a card that represents your energy in this moment, okay? We have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so right now, I think that you are really taking care of your energy. You are saving your energy, conserving your energy, whether this is like your own personal energy. This could also be like resources. You could be saving your resources, but you're in a place right now, like I feel like an incubation, kind of like you are like holding on to your resources. You're saving, you're creating, like it's almost like you're not allowed, like there's strong boundaries here too, okay? Look at all of these cobras. Like, who's gonna want to get close to this energy, okay? So there's something here about you not sharing a lot of your energy, not right now at this moment, not sharing so much of your resources, but not in like a negative way. It's like you're conserving something. You're conserving your energy, conserving money maybe. Let's see, where have you, what's been going on in your life? Where are you coming from? We have the Three of Cups. So you could have been very social for a long period of time. Okay. Like you could have been, like friends could be important. You could have been somebody that's been socializing a lot, which explains the wanting to kind of conserve your energy. If you are someone that identifies more as like an introvert, like you may be having a moment of like post partying. Well, and it was the long weekend, so maybe there was a lot of socializing that you did, and now you're like, I really just need to like conserve my energy. Okay. Let's see, anything else about where this person's been coming from? Got two more cards here. We have the Devil in reverse and the King of Wands. Okay, so interesting. Okay. King of Wands. King of Wands is fun. All right, King of Wands is very, very fun. And I can see why, you know, this, like the Three of Cups and the King of Wands just makes sense. With the Devil in reverse, I feel like, you know, maybe you were doing your best to not repeat, you know, addictive patterns within your social circle. Like maybe you were trying not to drink, or you were doing your best to not, you know, like get attached to like any negative dynamics that you usually have within social settings and social groups. I'm also hearing for some of you, like you're doing your best to like, you've been doing your best to overcome like negative talking, like gossiping even within groups. For some, it's like this energy of like overcoming, like being in a third party situation. Like you know, you really have done your best to not, like, I don't know, you've gotten out of it, like you overcame it, or you're trying to get out of it, just because the Devil in reverse and the King of Wands, you know, like those fire signs, they could just be very impulsive. Even the King of Wands can sometimes be impulsive. But with that Devil in reverse, I really feel like this King of Wands, there's something that they've overcome, okay? All right, let's see. Where are we going with this energy? Where is this? Actually, what's happening? Oops. Let me get very clear here. What's happening now? What's happening now for this collective spirit? The Lovers. The Lovers is happening now for this collective. All right. So there could be a choice here. Yeah. All right. So this is starting to kind of take shape and form, especially with that Truth card. So I think that for this collective, there's a truth in regards to some kind of dynamic that you had where perhaps there was more than one person involved in that dynamic. Okay. And you're beginning to see the truth of what's in front of you, of what you're dealing with. Perhaps maybe at first it felt like, whatever the situation that you're coming from was something that was like really fun. It really pulled you into fun, but it also pulled you into some old toxic patterns, some old toxic habits. Okay, and currently the universe has potentially put on your path an energy of someone that you have a lot of chemistry with, have a lot of attraction to, magnetism. This is like very charged energy, okay? I mean, look at that. This is very charged energy, okay? But it also it also brings in, I don't know why I was going to say engulfs, and then also the word encapsulate. What? I don't know where that came from, you guys. Maybe that's has something to do with you. But it also includes, that's what the word I was really looking for, includes a choice, okay? So there's some kind of choice that you're making, and it's a very important choice, honey, because this is the Lovers, okay? So Gemini, oh, hello, Gemini, of course. This is the Gemini card, new moon in Gemini. So this Gemini season is going to be really important for you to finally accept the truth of what it is that you want, to finally accept the truth of what is really, like, there's some part of you, the unveiling of some part of you. Okay, let's keep going. What I want to know is what, currently, like, what have you overcome? Like, what are you mastering? What's the work that you're, that you've kind of, ooh, yeah. Anything else, Spirit? Okay. We have, wow. All right. So this collective, okay, you're doing the work, baby. Okay. You're in the middle of it. So what you're overcoming here is some karmic lessons, honey. Oh yeah. You have been working on some karmic lessons. You are balancing out the scales in regard, and it's always interesting, okay? Like, this is why I love doing this view, because then you can see how I'm looking at the cards too, and how these cards kind of land. Like, this situation over here, it's karmic, okay? Whatever you're coming from, this King of Wands is going through, this overcoming this these toxic relationships, these toxic third parties. These are karmic lessons, okay? They're balancing the scales. Something needed to get balanced. You needed to go back and see something in regards to these connections, and they don't have to always be romantic connections. These could be, friend circles that brought you into like karmic things. People around you that brought you into karmic things, and you needed to understand why this was happening, why life had put you in these situations, okay? And like, you're balancing this out. Libra could be important. There could have been some kind of like legal stuff that happened within these dynamics over here. And, for the sake of like us doing a complete nice like drop in, I'm going to get some more clarity cards for this situation over here, okay? Because I do feel like, I don't know, just because of the Devil and the Three of Cups, there's like some kind of third party situation, but it's very karmic, okay? Like, this is like helping, even though it's hard, because, oh my God, Justice with the Devil, like that in reverse, like these are some pretty big energies, okay? So, yeah, this is like the universe being like, you're going to learn this once and for all right? Knight of Cups. So this could have something to do with like, I don't know, the Knight of Cups, like this is it's sweet energy. It's very loving, but it's also sometimes shallow. Like, it doesn't have depth, because it's the Knight of Cups. It's like the Knight of Cups loves being in love. The Knight of Cups loves being flirty. The Knight of Cups will flirt just to flirt, and then you know, kind of get themselves, like the Knight of Cups will get, that energy will get itself into some kind of like situation because they flirt so hard. But it's also like, you know, as an energy that you're overcoming or like that you're mastering, you're also learning how to express yourself in love, okay? And then again, like, you know, bringing in that Aletheia energy, this is like learning to express the truth of how you feel, okay? Not hiding your feelings, feeling safe enough to expose how you're feeling, okay? The moon is also here, okay? So this is like feminine, straight up feminine energy, okay? There's been a transformation within your feminine energy, how you receive, how you attract, how you, I feel like, again, you know, it's like how you express the feminine side of who you are. There's something here in regards to, as well, how, you know, how do I want to put this? It's like you've been doing work in how, not only how you express yourself, but how you allow others to communicate with you, okay? Especially like masculine energy, something in regards to communicating with the masculine, how the masculine communicates with you. Revealing, this moon card really does come in to affirm Aletheia, because it's very much, the moon reveals the shadow, it reveals the dark, it shines light upon that which has not been shown previously, okay? So there could have been something in regards to the full moon. There's also something in regards to the next full moon, okay? But as energy of what you're overcoming in all, I just feel like this is something that has to do with how you express, how you show up, how you express yourself. Very much new moon in Gemini energy, okay? Cancer could be important here too. Cancer energy, as it's ruled by the moon, okay? So we've talked about already Gemini, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn with the devil in reverse, okay? So let's now see what's coming in for you. And I don't have a, like, you can't see over here. That's why I'm kind of like stacking them. I want you to be able to look at the cards, but let's see where you are going. Where is this collective heading to, Spirit? Like, what is the energy that's coming in? Where are they heading to? What's going to be new in this? Okay, so I'm going to take these cards, and I feel like these three cards that are popping up, I'm going to look at them too. King of Swords. All right, let's see. Is there any way that I can... There you go. The King of Swords comes in, okay? Let's take these three cards. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it for you. You know, I don't like to take a lot of cards, but we gonna do it. Ooh, and Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Future planning. Okay, so let's see. King of Swords. Let's talk about the King of Swords first. King of Swords came through. Again, Libra could be important. Any air sign, Gemini, Aquarius. This is all that has, has to do with communication, okay, honey? Like new moon in Gemini. This is about you learning how to communicate your thoughts more clearly, expressing your thoughts more clearly. The King of Swords has a knack for conversation. This King of Swords has clear thinking, and not only that, but they can really set, like, they can bring their oh my God, I can't. I'm trying to focus the thing, and it's making me not focus with what I'm saying. So please excuse me. The King of Swords really has a knack for communication, but not only that, like they can really bring their ideas to life. Okay, it's like they have this connection to their thoughts and to ideas, and that they have the discipline to bring them into life. Okay. The King of Swords can sometimes be very sharp with their words and sometimes not be super connected to their emotions, but that doesn't mean that they're not coming from a good place. Okay. But sometimes it could feel like the King of Swords is a little bit just like harsh. I don't know, like harsh, I guess. But if this is what's coming in for you, there could either be a King of Swords energy that's coming into your life, or you're going to be like coming into this. And it does make sense with the new moon in Gemini for you to be learning, this collective to be learning how to effectively express their ideas and their thoughts. Okay, very Gemini energy. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Yes. Okay, so for my other collective over on TikTok, I also got this energy, so I love that. Okay, 10 of Pentacles. Okay, honey, let's talk about this. Okay, because this is your legacy. This is what you have always wanted. Like, this is you working towards what you really want you want people to remember you by. Okay, this is like, it's not just about what you want people to remember you by. This is like the completion of what you have been working on. Okay, if there's something that you've been working on, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, it definitely has something to do with resources and money. It can be that, but it's just like your inner foundation of who you want to become, where you're going. The 10 of Pentacles is said to be the last card of the tarot, where the Fool completes his journey and then is going to restart that journey. Okay, it's a new cycle. So the 10 of Pentacles does talk about the ending of a cycle. Okay, so there could be something like an idea or something that you have, something that you've been thinking about, something that you want to express, that you really want to bring to life. Okay, and this is what's coming in for you, part of that energy. All right, we have the Queen of Cups. Okay, so Queen of Cups, this is all about nurturing, intuitive, flowing, heart-centered feeling, emotion. I love that with the King of Swords, because we did talk about, I was like, the King of Swords can sometimes feel a little cold, but along with the Queen of Cups, this is like, somebody that is emotionally intelligent. Okay, and not only can they really express their emotions, but they can also be a container for other people. They can hold space in a really beautiful way, the Queen of Cups. Okay, super loving energy. Water sign is very important here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Someone with these personality traits could be coming into your life, or they could also be somebody that, you could be kind of coming into that energy, developing these qualities within yourself, all right? The Queen of Cups, not to get super explicit as well, but can be somebody that has a lot of creative sexual energy as well, okay? They really exude that, like sexuality, but it's not like they're trying to do that. It's just an energy that they contain. All right. And it could really feel like that. They could be very connected to the water, live near the water. Those are, again, qualities of someone that could be coming in for you. I'm also being called here to talk about the octopus for some reason. Octopuses are so smart. And so this is like you coming into like a really, it's like tactful, what is the word that it's something like just really able to, gosh, I can't find the word, but just like octopus, like if you watch them, their behavior, they're just able to just like, be so flexible and get into tiny little spaces and like really quickly pick things up. Okay. And then the 5 of Swords. All right. So the 5 of Swords is definitely, okay, this is about you learning And it makes so much sense with the King of Swords, okay? This is about you learning how to use your words in a way that is graceful and not hurtful. This is you learning how to, you're going to have opportunities where you could use your words in a way that is going to be stinging to somebody, or that is going to just bring clarity. And if you are working on reclaiming your truth, with the Five of Swords, you're going to learn how to be courageous and use that truth and, you know, share information without having fear of who you are going to hurt. Sometimes, you know, I don't know why this is coming through, but sometimes your truth will make you look like the villain, okay? And so, but this is like you learning how to kind of unlock energies with your words, unlock energy with information that you gather and how you share it, okay? Very, this is really like beautiful energy for this collective, of where this collective is going, okay, for sure. Okay, I'm gonna just kind of put these down here so that I can overlook this energy here, and see how this is looking. This is where you're going. I'm gonna put these down here like this, maybe. Yeah, create some space here on the table for us to see these things clearly. So this is where you're going. All right, honey. This is beautiful. This is so beautiful. I think that this new moon cycle is going to be just really, really powerful for this collective. Oh my God. Truths being revealed, overcoming, you know, toxic patterns, toxic relationships, toxic attachments. Oh no, this was over here. Sorry. This was over here, like this. A lovership coming in. Okay, honeys, let's get some clarity cards, shall we? Y'all ready for that? Let's get some clarity cards. All right, I'm going to use my good old Rider-Waite. And let's first get some clarity about this Four of Pentacles. What is this Four of Pentacles? Why is this Four of Pentacles here? Why is this person, why is this collective in that energy right now? Ooh, see? Knight of Cups in reverse. Where did we get that Knight of Cups? That's what you are overcoming, okay? So perhaps you dealt with a Knight of Cups, or, you know, somebody that, you know, really came in with some false hope. Knight of Cups in reverse. They came in with some false hope or something, and it really made you kind of, or maybe you did that. I don't know, like, yeah, no, you dealt with somebody, you kind of dealt with somebody like that. And maybe you have a little bit of that too, where, you know, like you kind of just flirt too hard. But like now you're containing your energy. You know, you're in this place where you're like, I have to contain my energy. I have to, like, boundaries. Okay. Four of Pentacles. Like I have to, like, hold back sometimes, you know, not everything needs to be expressed, not everything. But at the same time, I just think, like, it's just so funny. Like as soon as I said that, the Aletheia card popped up, like, again, like, you know, it's right there. And it's like, no, like this person is learning how to express all the parts of themselves, but in a, like, in a good way, a way that's not hurting anybody else, that's not hurting you, that has boundaries. Okay, there's still boundaries that are necessary, even when you're telling the truth. Sometimes, look, I'm a Cancer, and one of the things about Cancer energy is that, like, we kind of just, like, tell the truth, but sometimes it's really thoughtless. Okay, and I'm sorry if I've ever done that to anybody. Where it's just like thoughtless, but we just have this, like, you know, impulse to just say the truth. And that's not, sometimes that's not very compassionate. Okay. All right. So what is this situation about over here with the King of Wands and the Three of Cups and the Devil? All right. I have two cards that have popped up already. Let's see. We have the Six of Wands and the Judgment card. So after a period of struggling with some old, you know, like this is like an old, like this is an old battle, you know, that you have been facing, this collective has been facing. something from the past that kind of came back up. And like you know, there was a lot of, if you think about the Five of Wands, this is the Six of Wands. If you think about where this Six of Wands is coming, it's from a big battle, like a big argument, big, you know, energies that are coming up against each other, but there's some kind of victory. And with the Judgment, this is something about the past. Okay, so in regards to this, you know, King of Wands overcoming some heavy toxic energies in regards to a Three of Cups situation, which is like, it could be social friend groups. This could be a third party situation. This could be about having like, you know, multiple feelings for, you know, multiple people. I don't know, like it's just very, or having split feelings about something, you know. This is you overcoming through your own sheer will and like vitality with the King of Wands, like being like it's like I'm seeing somebody like leave something cold turkey, you know, just like I'm done with this, and I'm overcoming this situation and just being led into success. Okay, leading yourself into success. But I do feel though that there's like something about friends also being very important here. Your friends helping you to overcome this Three of Cups, because also you can see here that it's not just one person. There is somebody that is leading. All right, this King of Wands could have led this success, this celebration, this there was another word in my mind, but they didn't do it alone. Okay, there was support here. So through support, through your friend's support, you have overcome some toxic dynamics here. Okay, could have been addictions, could have been obsessions, could have been, you know, like negative attachments to substances or something like that. Okay, so let's see. Let's go into what the Lovers. What is this Lovers energy here? Can you please clarify this Lovers energy? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's a lot of cards. Oh my God, that's a lot of cards. And you know that I don't really like to do this, but how am I not going to do this, you guys? Like, how am I not going to take these cards right now? This is like the Emperor. Okay, so this lovership is very important, okay? It is you have the opportunity to create a new relationship with someone that is very stable, okay? Very, this is someone that is like, you know, boss energy, masculine energy. They really know, you know, like it could be somebody that is, older than you, doesn't have to be. They could be a father figure, even like a grandfather figure, even, you know. This could even like be, you know, just like you coming into a new like how you relate to the masculine period. Okay, so that's really beautiful energy, and we need this in the collective. Okay, we need to learn new ways of relating to the masculine, okay, because it's been in such a negative, toxic, patriarchal state for such a long time. But you know, the truth is, okay, the truth is that we need a new way to relate to the masculine, okay? And so the universe is, with this lovership that's come in here, this relationship that the universe is bringing into your life, there's a new way to relate to this masculine, okay? Very beautiful, powerful energy. This is like the King of Wands maturing into that Emperor, okay? Getting over these dynamics and maturing. And this could be, again, like, it doesn't have to be you and someone else. This could just be you and your own masculine energy, okay? Good work. And then the other three set of cards, hello. I mean, okay, so both of my readings today, the other collective too, it was like, there's love coming in. It's all about love right now. The Lovers, Gemini season, honey. Gemini season is bringing the love. I mean, that's why I love to be a Cancer, because I don't know, the summer love, baby. It just feels good to be in love in the summertime. Be in love with yourself. Be in love with life. It doesn't even have to be with somebody, but let me tell you something. Right here, Queen of Cups and King of Cups on the table, okay? We have a good, beautiful match of two, a masculine and a feminine, very heart-centered. Water energy could be very important for this collective, okay? We had the Moon, Queen of Cups. Now we have the King of Cups. Fire energy, also important. But Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, this is someone that is, again, very emotionally intelligent, can ride the waves of being in a relationship. You know, we know relationships are not always easy, although this relationship right here looks very happy. The Sun card. Who does not want to see the sun in their reading, especially when it comes to a lovership, okay? This is a beautiful, beautiful energy. Four of Wands, come on, this is celebration. This is coming together in unity. This is having a community behind this unification. This is, you know, looked at as the 1111 card. So like this is someone that mirrors you in a good way, okay? They reflect to you your emotional capacity. They reflect to you your emotional intelligence. They reflect to you your inner happiness, your inner joy, that inner child. Like, I feel like you're within this lovership, this person that is coming in for you or that is in your life right now, because it is the current situation, they really touch something in your inner child. Like, you guys understand each other, your inner childs very well, and you bring out the best in each other. Like, I hear a lot of laughter within you guys. Like, you guys are just always laughing, okay? You're always laughing. You're always having fun. There's always some level of, you know, like celebrating life. Like, you don't take life for granted, and you're not going to take this connection, you're not going to take it for granted, honey. Like, this relationship is going to really show you that, you know, when life gives you a gift like this, you're going to appreciate it to its fullest, okay? This is really, really beautiful energy. Let's see. In regards to what's coming in, let's see. Let's get some clarity cards about this. We have the King of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Five of Swords. Okay, so we have big transformative energy here. This is a transformational energy with you that's coming in. So we have the Death card. This is the Hanged Man. This is, let's see, what else? What else is coming in here? Like, I need two more cards. Scorpio could be important, okay? Transformative, very transformative energy, okay? You're getting a new perspective on what your legacy is. Like, this is something like very spiritually guided, all right? I feel like life is putting you in a position where you're looking at what it means to be stable in a new way. The way that you think, the way that you communicate is undergoing a very big transformation right next to that King of Swords, okay? Scorpio, Pisces. So water signs are important here, big time. Page of Cups with the Queen of Cups. There is an offering coming in here, okay? It's a very heartfelt offer. Could be an apology. It could be an offering of love. It just has an emotional tie to it for sure with that Page of Cups, okay? Especially, there's like a progression here. I want you to like feel this with me. We talked about the Knight of Cups, which came in twice. And so that to me is affirming that you've undergone this heart maturity. We have the Knight of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups. So your heart is undergoing this big maturing. It's undergoing an expansion. That's not easy. It may feel and look in this reading like it's all, beautiful, but there were some heavy, heavy things that you needed to overcome. Devil in reverse and Judgment. This was not an easy journey, okay? But here you are, and now here's this offering that's coming in from someone in a very, here's what I'm getting. It's very innocent. Like, it's very innocent. It's very, you know, like gentle, but it is a heart. This is an offering, okay? This is like a big heart-centered offering. What about this Five of Swords? Spirit, can you clarify this Five of Swords? All right, I think I need to take this one too. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Okay. You know, it's so funny. Like, I used to I just have to say this, okay? I have to say this because I used to be so, like, weird about doing love readings when I first started, like, sharing my tarot readings, because I was like, there's so many people out there doing love readings, even though, like, keep the channel in love. Hello, Nereida. But it's just because, like, you know, yeah, whatever. I just needed to say that. But I really embrace the love readings because the lovers are going to change the world. I'm feeling very emotional right now. I feel like I think this is so beautiful. Like, you know, similar energy to the other reading that I had. So I think that that's just what is that's like a big thing in the collective right now, is like coming together in true heart-centered love. Okay, this is the kind of love that changes lives, not just your lives, but the lives around you. Yeah, I'm just really feeling so emotional, like so much water energy here, you guys. I can't help it. I'm a freaking little Cancer baby with a Pisces moon. What do you expect from me? Like, you throw all these water energies on me and I'm like, ah! This is really beautiful, true love. There's some true you know what's happening here with this Five of Swords? Oh, honey. Oh, honey, I really see some very intense conversations coming about what's been on your heart. This is someone that's really gonna express their emotions in a way that's like raw and real, and they're gonna tell you some truths, or you're gonna say some truths, but I don't know, it just feels very spiritually aligned, okay? I mean, come on, you guys. Look at this. Queen of Cups is twice here. And then with the Two of Cups, whatever this lovership is, it's going to turn into this like harmonious, healing relationship where you're both learning to be so emotionally intelligent with each other. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. Honey, I want to claim this. I want to claim this energy. Are you kidding me? It's so cute and like just so loving. I love it so much. All right, so let's get into some clarity cards. This is the last pull for the clarity cards. I know we're like at 42 minutes, but I just want to know about, you know, what you're mastering right now. I want to give you more of that because it's so beautiful that you have all this energy coming in and like, but I want you to get clear too on what you're working on internally in order to like really call this in. Temperance for the Justice card. Sagittarius could be important here. Knight of Cups, clarity for Knight of Cups, Spirit. The Hermit. And one card for the Moon. Clarity. Oh, two cards. Okay. Okay, so, I like it. All right. Within the Justice card, you're learning, it's all about balance, honey, okay? You're really learning to balance your life and to, you know, understand you're learning to understand the law of consequences, like choices and consequences. You're learning that there are certain things that, you know, are lifelong lessons. They're lifelong. It's a lifelong journey, but you're really learning to alchemize and like temper yourself when it comes to these karmic lessons. Allowing also to be led by the divine, to understand that you are part of a bigger, it's like, it's not just you, okay? Your choices, they don't just affect you, they affect everybody around you, okay? So, and you're really learning too that, like, you know, in life, you're gonna sometimes need to have your one foot in, you know, the drama, and like, I don't want to say the drama in a bad way, but it's like the situations that are happening in your life, but also to have a sense of groundedness, okay? There's something here that you're learning in regards to dealing with life and showing up. You know what just came through? You're increasing your capacity to show up for life, okay? With the Knight of Cups and the Hermit, this is you learning to, you know, be a little bit wiser in regards to how you express yourself. Maybe you were like a big time flirt, or, you know, like you're learning that sometimes, you know, you have to contain your energy a little bit in order to like be able to be taken seriously. I don't know, like, I don't know why I said it like that. Maybe that means something to somebody, but in order to be, yeah, like that sometimes you have a depth and you're learning how to integrate, not just like your, you know, like fun, lighthearted side, but also like your inner, like the depth that you have, okay? Like the Hermit is a very wise soul, someone that not only, it's like the King of Wands. This isn't the traditional King of Wands, but you can see that the Hermit carries a wand. So it's like the King of Wands, the Emperor energy, like really integrated. It's like, this is someone that has like embodied, that word, I couldn't find the word, embodied their wisdom, okay? And so you're integrating this wisdom within your Knight of Cups, how you express your love, how you, you know, are affectionate, but like, and also I feel like you are someone that is somehow going to guide others that have that kind of energy too. Like maybe you're helping other people find their inner light. There's something about your energy that you are a guide. You're like an elder, or you're like gonna be an elder that's like somehow helps people, guides them, okay? With that Hermit energy. And then with the Moon, we have the Ace of Wands and the Three of Wands. Okay, so I think that you're gonna be communicating you're gonna be like, oh my God, I need to just calm down. I'm so excited about this reading that like some of the words, they're just like in my mind and I can't really get them out of my mouth. Okay, so there's something that's going to be revealed here to you within this moon cycle in regards to some really exciting plans for the future. Maybe you're going to be traveling. Perhaps there is some exciting opportunity for you that's going to like not just be for this moment. This is something that's long term. You're going to really be looking at your future very like in an exciting way. This also could be about communicating something exciting about future plans, okay? Ace of Wands also is very like creative, sexual energy. So this could be within this cycle. There could be some kind of creative project that comes into your field that you get to kind of plan for, okay? Or you know, you're seeing the fruits of that coming in. And I do want to say that, I don't know if you remember earlier on, I did say the Three of Wands was at the bottom of the deck. And so there is something here about future planning in regards to something really exciting and like with the King of Wands also here, the energy of the King of Wands, I just feel like this is something to do with like something that you're creating, okay? Something you're creating for the future. Wow. Okay, so we're almost at the hour mark. So I'm just going to get a few cards from my own personal handwritten oracle deck, and we're gonna just close out this energy. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this long. If you're still here, you're a real one, and if you want a personal reading, you can book with me at keepthechannelonlove.com. Remember that this is a general reading, so a lot of pieces sometimes won't all resonate, but what a beautiful reading. I love this for the collective. Okay, let me get one more card from this. See what we, all right. Oop. I always drop that stone. Transformation. Yes, we talked about transformation with that Scorpio energy. Okay, this is connection. Oh yeah, I definitely felt the connection in this collective. Okay, this is a transformation. Love this. Okay, I really love this because this is you. We talked about a little bit about transforming how you communicate. Okay, here's physical touch, bonding, human nature, communication. So there's something in regards to a big transformation in how you connect with people that you love. Okay, listen, presence, tune in, solitude, intuition. I love that because this is like the hermit energy. Okay, where you know, I feel like that's also actually another message here with this card, the justice and the temperance. This is you learning how to balance out how much you give out into the world and how much you contain for yourself. This is about you like taking time to be with yourself. You're like getting wiser about that. Like sometimes you do need to take a step back from certain energies in order to see things more clearly, and you're learning how to do that. Okay, let me just get two more cards because these are just so in line here. Oh, this one flipped up. Trust and reciprocity. Yes, yes, yes. You are learning to trust the process, and you're learning how important reciprocity is. Okay, so trust the process of what's happening. Trust the truth of what you're feeling. Okay, we opened up with Aletheia, the truth card. You know, express your truth. Be honest about how you're feeling. Okay, if there is someone that you are having like intense feelings for, be honest about that. Okay, the true soulmate, the true Two of Cups will reciprocate that energy, and that's how you will know that it's the right thing. Okay, but there's a big energy here in regards to this like synergy between you and this connection, and trust it. Just trust that connection. Okay, with the Hermit card, if somebody is a little bit distant right now, trust that they're taking their time to tune in and listen to their intuition. Okay, because I feel like the ultimate goal here is to be present. So okay, honeys, I am going to leave it right here. This was such a beautiful message. Thank you so much for allowing me to read to you, and thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm really excited for this collective. Please let me know if this resonates, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Have a beautiful Gemini, new moon cycle. Okay, that's what I really wanted to say here. All right, babies, remember to always keep the channel in love, and I will see you very soon. Bye.